Oh, okay. Oh, this works, but the audio is still gone. Just how suddenly the audio is just gone. Like for no reason. Yeah, well, the audio is down for some reason. Like it's not capturing anything. Oh, now it does. Wait, hold on. That's pretty weird. Hold on. I guess I don't know what happened. Like it suddenly became like that. I have no idea what happened. Hmm. It's weird. Like it suddenly became like that. I don't know how much it's. I guess I shouldn't like restart the stream per se, but I thought that would fix the problem because I reopened the OBS and everything, but it's fine. Oh, there's another one here. Yeah, I can't reach that yet. Okay, it's cool. I mean, it is okay. I feel like they are trying to build this place, so it's not exactly something that's weird or overdrawn. I feel like they are doing the best. Like, if you never say anything just now, I would not know that they are actually emulation of trees. But it's a necessary evil. I feel like it needs to happen. Um, but it does takes a long time and kind of slow the story. Kind of slows the story to a halt right now because uh, right now we have no progression of story. Like literally, we stop right. We stop. We progress the story like this, and then suddenly it drops. Suddenly we progress the story just like this, and then it drops all the way down here, and then it's stagnant here. It's not progressing anymore. That's how I feel like. But like I said, it's necessary evil. Like it's kind of like building a world in the Truths of the Sky. You know, you have to build up the world, and the people there has to feel like they are living. So they spend a lot of time trying to make you. I feel like that's basically the Bracer's quest. You know, the side quests. That's why they got you to join a guild. So if you do all these side quests, you will feel like these characters are alive. So that's why people are saying that, oh, Truth of the Sky, they have the best world building. I do agree with the world building part. Like, it's not really the best, but they do a very great job at it. Like every people there, they feels alive, and because that game has like, well, on technicality, I would just say that they have 2 games. The third game doesn't count. Like I don't consider the third game to count, and the first 2 games, like the characters, they developed in there. So, what I don't agree with is the story. Like the story is not really it's not really great. I mean, True of the Sky, they are like the um, first game in the series. So definitely they take some time to build the world, which I feel like the world is okay. The world is great, but the story, I'm still bothered by the story. Probably they will get better later. Oh, don't they just like release Ao no Kiseki, like the what is that? What is that trails of? I forgot what the trail of the what is that, but I should probably pay that because the one that I played um it's a fan translated version or it's like an incomplete version. I think that it's coming out on Steam soon. Probably when it comes out on Steam, I'll play it, like just to continue the story. Ao no Kiseki. Yeah, what does that translate in English? Like I don't know. like Trail of Zero. Aono Kiseki and what's the next episode? Aono Kiseki and there's 2 games in that, right? There's 2 games for Campbell arc. If I'm mistaken, is that a Campbell arc? Something? Zero? Is that Zero? Owl Zero. Yeah, Owl and Zero, correct. Well, this is easy. Like, I think Owl Zero is coming out on Steam, like the English version. They are taking a very, very long time because there's a lot of script in that game, and
いらっしゃるのではないかと思っておりました。
there's a lot of script at that time, and then I think that there's only like one or two translator, and they don't really have a lot to work with, basically. So that's the problem with them, and that's why it's taking such a long time. But I hope that they come up. They come out with it soon. I keep hearing that these 2 games are great, but I never get a chance to play them. So hopefully I can play them soon. Stuck on Sentry. Would it be funny if I cleared all the way to Sentry and then you still haven't finished it? Would it be funny? There's a possibility. Like, but it depends, right? I'm guessing that it will be great to play that through again, because you know, my friends around me, they kind of revere the series like it's some kind of like a holy some kind of like a holy Bible for JRPG. Perhaps I would need to play it. No, I would need to experience it, even though I would have some complaints. Like, through the sky, I have so much complaints.
先ほどの
But
リビングへいたちとの話
I
を
did finish it.
お
I
聞
feel
きに
like
なって
it's
いたのでし
okay.
ょう。
It's good enough.
申し訳ありません。今度こそ隠し事をするつもりはなかったのです。
You're
彼
just
女
out
た
with it.
ちは里いですね。私がこれまで誰かを救うための犠牲を許してきたことを見透かし、私はかつて水晶港からの申し出に彼の命とミンフィリアにしても第一世界に送り込む手引きをした。彼女をサンクレットやフラミンさんから永遠に奪ったのは他でも無論
He kind of is the
水
person
晶港
to.
もミンフィリアも私の行い以上に彼ら自身の気高い意志とけれど私がせな生きたい
Like
という
when
望みを
people
奪
want
っていた
to
のではないか
sacrifice
と
themselves to save the world,
そう
they
思
go
っ
to him.
て足がすくむことがあるのです。
I can kind of tell that he's having some PTSD.
そのことで苦しみ迷っている時に
Perhaps he
必
feels guilty
ず胸
because
を
of
よ
his
ぎってし
inaction.
まう考えがあります。アシエンを倒す方法を
Yeah, that's
確
exactly what
立
he
する
said.
ために
Holy smokes.
それによって平和がもたらされるとし私がルイゾワ様の弟子としてのあるいはあなたの命に勝るものなどないのだとちゃん
Is it really that something that he can't help though?
それほどの耐え難いほどの後悔と恐怖に駆られながらも私は犠牲を許すようなレポリットたちの計画を間違いではないと 考えてしまうのです。
This is actually the first time a ranger is very
幻影のアーモロートで見た終末は悲惨なものでした。
actually very human right now. Instead of being like a
救え
douche.
なかったものの存
Most
在
of
に
the time
苛
he
ま
is.
れ、失ったものに胸を締め付けられようとも。
Okay, now that he's back to that same old
そう
side.
思う私は、やはり私が選び歩むことであるべき笑顔。
They have time to weigh the cost. Someday there's no keeping yourself in your decision. Take heart and protect well those you can. I feel like this is like generally the right answer. Like you can't regret every single little thing that you do. You know? I mean, sure. Um it's easier to imagine like, oh, what can I do better? What can I do what if I do this? Like it's easier to think what happens in the past and you know and say that, oh, what if I do this? Then something different will happen, but it would never be. So don't worry about it. It's like don't worry about that. It's something that is useless to think about. So just have faith in yourself and your decisions. And yeah, just do what you can. Like dwelling in the past and revising and reviewing your actions does not do anything. You know? So I'm not saying that the past is useless. It's just that if you dwell in what if I can do this better, you know, if you dwell in it and then you never move on with it, then you can't do anything, right? You just can't. Like, past is a very good teacher, but it's just a teacher. You have to move on from that. Like, you can learn from that, but if you dwell on it, then you never move on.
それはどういう。
So
な
don't worry
る
about
ほ
it.
ど。
Like,
天
you made a
竜プ
mistake.
リトラがそのようなことを。
Um,
あなたが
make
そん
sure
な
make
助
sure
言を
make
受
sure
けてい
that
たというのは、
you
いささか意外に思えます。
make sure that you make a mistake. You learn from it. That's and then if you hurt someone, if you like affected someone, then you just tell them. Just tell them you're sorry. And try to move on. And if that someone doesn't forgive you, uh, well, it's nothing that you can do. You just have to move on. If that person doesn't move on, well, there's nothing you can do about it. That's why I learned that's why I learned a very important lesson in all this, like dealing with people, is that if you like if you like talk to people as if they are still the how do I put this? Like if you talk to people like they are still that same person that make the mistake and never let them live it down, it's kind of like a douchey move per se. Like you're calculating um what kind of mistakes that they're doing, even though they already they'll apologize for it, then they want to do better, but you never really let them do it. It's like kind of it's very petty, to be honest. But yeah, that's essentially what I feel like it. So just move on. I mean, you still have to live a life. What's the mess? Curious that.
考えてみれば
Oh,
こ
that's
れま
exactly
で
the dragon.
長ら
What the
くご
dragon
一緒
said.
してきたもののこうして二人で語らうのは感謝いたします。あなたレポリットの提案にどう答えるかは実は少し気になっていることがある。それを解消すべくおぼつかない言葉でも伝えてこそ始まるものがあるのだとこれまでも今も学んでまいりましたので。
Dispense all pretense and bears one heart to another. Yeah, that's. I've learned that unless that it's someone, uh, perhaps if it's your family and true friends, then it's fine. But it's actually a very scary thing to just. I have to learn that from experience. Like, you shouldn't just treat everyone just like that. You know, it's not about you having to pretend yourself or anything like that. It's just that you cannot just treat everyone the same way. Like, there's people that is very very
もう何を話しているのか全然聞こえませんわ。
they're very very bad
で
people.
もこの状況チャンスではありませんこと。
You treat them as friend, but they don't really feel the same way. They just seeing you as another stepping stone to move ahead of, you know? So you really have to be careful what this rabbit's doing. Obviously it's not going to be something devious because they are, you know, they're kind of clumsy. What the heck is that? Did he just kill another monster? It really does kill another monster right in front of me. What the heck? Is that like a... Yeah, this monster killed this monster. Like, very, very suddenly too. Did something trigger that? Because it never happened before. Like, the monsters usually don't interact with each other. boy. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Yeah, well. Okay. Let's buy the other here. Can north, west. But truth to be told though, I have some interest in Terraria series. Like, they have made so many games, and then I've seen some of the older ones. They're quite appealing. Like, the gameplay is quite appealing. It's just that, I'm not sure which one to start because they have so many games. Like, they have so many games right now, right? So I'm not sure which one I should start with. Perhaps start with the latest one, like the newest one, because I don't think the story is actually interrelated, right? At least I hope that they don't. To the west. Because if it's all interrelated to each other, then it's a very, very hard series to follow. Like straight up. It would be too difficult. Perhaps, you know, perhaps they have like something like you know, they all exist in the same same universe per se. But you don't really have to play like every single one of them. Just that if you play through all of them, you get some bonus things, but it's not necessarily required because I feel like it will be like too it will be like too intimidating if you do that. Like imagine that you're telling people that you have to play Final Fantasy in order and you have to play like every single game. Nobody's going to play that. Like, straight up, nobody's going to play that. It's just like me telling you that, hey, if you want to play Final Fantasy 14, please play 1 through 13, including the another MMORPG, which is Final Fantasy 11. Nobody will. Yeah, kill me, right? Nobody will care. Trust me. But I believe that if you know, if you're Naval Final Fantasy fans, it might be quite dated already. But I feel like if you like Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 9 is a pretty good entry point. That's how I started Final Fantasy. And if you have the PC version, you can use a lot of mods. Like there's a lot of, because Square Enix is kind of lazy with their ports. Like they tell you that it's upscaled, everything is cleaned up. Well, to some extent they are, but they aren't doing a really great job on the port. So the fans seeing like the other Final Fantasy game doesn't have that many dedicated fans. I would just say, like, Final Fantasy 9 has the one like complete mod that actually upscales everything. Like everything looks great, like what it's supposed to be if it's released today. You know, it looks really great, and I actually play that for a short while when I buy it, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know why I stopped. Like, Final Fantasy 9, I finished it once already, but I always stop. If when I replay it, I always stop at like this one. I don't know why. It's like there's a certain point where I always stop, and then it's either in this one or this two, and it has 4 discs. Because back then we are using CDs, like compact discs. They cannot store that many information, so you have to swap out the disk if the game is too big. That's how they do things. Imagine that. Nothing but pause on them. But I feel like Final Fantasy 9 is why I would suggest it is because I feel like it's a love letter for all the Final Fantasy fans. So it has elements of basically a little bit of everything, perhaps. And I feel like the storytelling is excellent as well. Just that I really don't like the last minute boss that they throw in. Like there's explanation for the final boss, and when you reach it, you will probably feel the same way as me as well. Like, why am I fighting this guy? Like, there's almost no build up to the final boss. But yeah. Where is running away per se? How do I... Oh, perhaps I need to wait for him to be... Okay. But I assume that everyone's first Final Fantasy is going to be that, like, the best Final Fantasy. Like, I have a friend that her first Final Fantasy, unfortunately, is Final Fantasy 15. So she thinks that that's the best Final Fantasy. Like, she thinks that that's what Final Fantasy is supposed to be. But Final Fantasy 15 is just bad. Oh, he's a friend of mine. Like, she loves Final Fantasy 15, like the boy band one, which I really hate. I think that like way before, I streamed it I streamed it, and I was so angry. I was so angry at most of the games. Like it's great on the first part. Like I feel like it's pretty okay. Not great, but okay. But seems like they run out of time, or they are just adamant on making every part of the story DLC. That's why it makes me really mad just to think about it. Not Final Fantasy 7. Well, I'm not sure if she played Final Fantasy 7. Like Final Fantasy 7 remake is kind of similar to Final Fantasy 15. To the first Final Fantasy 7. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's like Final Fantasy VII. I feel like it's okay. I won't say that it's the best one so far. Oh, you know what? What I like? I like Final Fantasy VI. I think Final Fantasy VI is okay. I mean, Final Fantasy VI is good too. Basically, I like 9, 6, and 4. That's the one that I grew up with. And if I want to say my first Final Fantasy is 9, and it's great. Final Fantasy 9 is one of the better ones. Like my friends, they like Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, but generally they will say that is the best, but they won't say that Final Fantasy 9 is bad. Generally they will say that, oh okay, I do like Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 8, but they won't say that actually Final Fantasy 9 is bad. Because Final Fantasy 9 is just such a love letter to all Final Fantasy fans that if you like Final Fantasy at all, you won't exactly hate Final Fantasy 9. That's how I feel. Hitting me in the face with the balls. Tell you that joke. Also. Like, probably I can, I don't know how the DLC is going to plan out, but if there's a, you know, but if you want, I can play it. I mean, I don't have all the DLCs. I think that the Steam version has all the DLCs, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Not by one bit. Final Fantasy 15? No thanks. Like, okay, so to set you in the right to set you on the right angle for Final Fantasy 15 is that Final Fantasy 15 is not a complete game. That like Final Fantasy 15 is not completed at all, which I highly think Final Fantasy 7 will somehow be the same way. I'm not sure though, because Final Fantasy 7 does way better than Final Fantasy 15. 7 does better than 15. Most likely because Final Fantasy 7 is like such a childhood memory for everyone, right? So that it like Tifa, Cloud, Ares. I'm still biased towards Tifa. I don't like Ares. I like Tifa, and I feel like there's a lot of characters that I can name off just top of my mind. I like Red 13 too. Final Fantasy 7 is not completed. Like I won't touch that. I wouldn't touch that with a 5-foot pole, just because it's not completed. Like, it's not a complete game. Yes, it's not a complete game. It stops right. It's not even end of this one. Like Final Fantasy 7 has 3 discs, if I am not mistaken, and they only reach like about half of this one. And they stopped. They say that they will update that eventually. I feel like it's going to be like you have to buy each of the episodes. They have to milk the Final Fantasy fans dry. Then they will come up with something like Final Fantasy 7 Complete Edition. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts. The story so far, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3. And with every single things about it. I highly think that they would do that, but probably it would take years to do that because I hear like no updates anymore. Right now they are doing the optional Yuffie story. Oh, I like Yuffie too. I like Yuffie's design. I like Yuffie too. Like, really hate Ares. Well, I used to like Ares, but because I forgot what it is that made me change my mind. Perhaps later on I changed my mind. Perhaps my preference changed or something. But right now I'm on board on Tifa. Have you seen Tifa in Adventurin? Oh my god. She in Adventurin is the best. Like he's also her when she's doing the fighting, she also uses the Final Fantasy 19, which I feel like, oh my god, I already like I basically like spasm after that. Like no joke. I wonder if I can find that fight on the YouTube. Probably. Hold on. I really want to watch that now. The landing pose. No, the whole fight is awesome. Hold on. I just really like it. Will I get copyright strike? Most likely, if I play it on stream. But I just post the link. Tifa fights. FF7 Adventurin. The three mama boys and the eldest mama boy. Yeah, it's not great. Well, this is on English. That's probably not a great voice. Yeah, I can't find the Japanese version, but I can't find the Japanese version, but this is pretty close. Like the whole fight. I feel like I like the whole fight. Maybe this is part of the reason why I switch over to Tifa. Just part of the reason, not the whole reason, of course. I feel like Tifa is just she's just better. Her personality and everything, she's just better. I feel like and then it's the weird thing about Cloud. It's about memory kind of thing. It's like very weird. The whole Final Fantasy VII story is very weird. To be honest. So that's part of the reason I don't really like this part of the reason that I don't really like Final Fantasy VII because the story I feel like is ridiculous. they even expanded upon it. Like they have so many prequels and sequels and whatever. Like it's bad. Like who freaking cares? Like Crisis Core. I hate Crisis Core with a passion. Whoa, strong words there, but I just feel like Cloud is maybe it's a translation problem. Like I wonder if someone have a patch on because believe it or not, Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 oh, okay. I believe that there's a series called Lost in Translation. That's a YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to plug this guy in. Like, there's a guy that does a YouTube channel, and he has this series called Lost in Translation, where he compares the Japanese script of Final Fantasy games and compare it to Final Fantasy. Compare the Japanese script and the English script. Sorry, I think I stuttered a little bit there. I mean, English script and Japanese script. So he compared them and find out that the characters actually say very, very different things. Like, Cloud is less of an asshole believe it or not, he's less of an asshole in Japanese version. And it's the same for Final Fantasy 8 too. Like I think that he has like 2 of that. Like Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. I wonder if he does the whole thing. Like he compares around the whole game. I feel like it's very, very interesting. Like if I had Japanese class, okay, if I have a Japanese class, like I am proficient about it or trying to be proficient about it, most likely I would do the same thing. Like I will go and get a Japanese copy of the game, and then I would try to translate and see what is the characters really saying. Like because I think that is butchered by the it's somewhat butchered by the translation somewhat. So I feel like it's very, very important to look at the Japanese script and see that whether Cloud is really an asshole or not. Which I think that it's very, very different. Like the English dub makes Squall the main character in Final Fantasy 8 and Cloud in Final Fantasy 7 into like huge emo assholes. But in Final Fantasy, but in the Japanese script, they are actually very nice. At least that's what I heard. Like he's actually very, very, a very, very nice person. And that's why on Final Fantasy 14, if it's possible, I would listen to the Japanese script a little bit because they tell different stories. Like they still do that. I mean, sure, it's localization. Like it needs to fit the particular market or whatever. But why do you have to make everyone emo? Like English script. In Final Fantasy 14, they have the same problem, but not exactly emo. They make the characters being really sarcastic and really like being an asshole to each other. Most of the time, it's like that, you know. But I wonder why they took that direction. But So by the end of the day, I feel like you should give it a chance. Like, perhaps you will see the character in different light. Perhaps I'll do that. Like, get a Japanese version and try to work my way there. It's going to take a lot of time because I'm most likely still learning Japanese at the moment. I won't be like through it. I might need to like find out the meanings, why they say this and that, and that kind of thing. But it'll be fun. I feel like it will be quite fun to do it on stream, and it helps me learn Japanese as well. As well, I feel like. Wait for the Japanese stream. Yeah, sure. I just hope that I don't butcher the origin script, but I'll try my best. I still remember the Gojuon, sorry, the Gojuon. Like the 50 sounds of uh of Japanese language. But I still need to relearn some of the grammars. Like I probably already forgot most of the thing because I have no one to practice with. That's one. And then I never really like go into revision. That's probably on me. So what? Uh oh, there's some error. Okay, that's new. This is the first time actually that it happened. Hang on, let me just re-lock in. This is actually the first time it happened. Like the game just straight up kicks me out. Damn. Are we going back to the curse stream error? I thought that Final Fantasy 14 never gave me this problem. Like, we are pretty much going back to the curse stream error. Probably is not a fault of my PC. I want to believe that because right now PCs like new PC is very expensive right now. I can't afford to get one. Okay, let's get through this again. Hopefully it's not because of the dialogue's broken. It's a uncompletable. Okay, I've been through that. I wonder if they eventually in the next expansion introduce this little people to be a playable race. I feel like I will pick them over Lalafels. Lalafels, the working cycles of these rabbits seems great, but they are also a little bit too short though. So I'm not sure how they are going to balance the movements, you know, the animation and everything. He's a great help. That's his entire personality. Maybe he should be named Helping Way or something. Okay. Southeast. Okay. Because I thought that I have something here, but apparently not. Because I think that that's the last point of Ether. Like another point where if you play previous Final Fantasy games, then you will have appreciation for this right here. The BGM here, if you turn it up. Wait, hang on. Is there like no audio again? Ah, okay. Let's see. Ah, okay. It's back. Like if you played this game before, no game audio. Yeah, it's fixed now. Like just now, it's not. When I relock in, it doesn't appear. But anywho, like if you play Final Fantasy 4 before, then you'll be very familiar with this music because this is the in-town music. Whenever you visit a town, it will play this music. So no big deal if you never played Final Fantasy before, but it's this moment where you go, oh, Final Fantasy music, they reuse it in this game. It's just kind of that moment. It adds nothing. Like you don't have to know about that game to play Final Fantasy 14. So. Let me check whether... Oh, I have 2 slots. Would it bother me a lot if I... Because I remember... Oh, no, wait. Okay. Never mind. It's fine. So the next at the current should be somewhere around here, I assume. I need to go there to unlock another other current anyway. Okay, trimming light. Thanks for the other current. I'm no longer helping you. It's an MMO thing. Like, it still have controversy right now. So what happens here is, should I say downstream? I feel like it's going to anger a lot of people. Like, it's not something that people like per se. Okay, perhaps I would just put it in more in context, and let it be known that I feel nothing in particular on this one. I'm just telling a story. So without stating my intent or my support on any of this, and hope that you don't take it out of context, is that there's a joke somewhere in the internet. It's a webcomic. Like this webcomic actually tells you. It actually tells you know, like a joke or something. Like a, you know, it's like a 4-panel kind of joke comics that jokes around on games, in-game stuff. So you know, in MMORPGs they usually have this quest that makes you, oh, please rescue 3 villagers. But of course in the map it's not going to be just 3 villagers, right? So the comics is about this guy going to rescue people. And then after he rescued 3 villagers, the 4th villager tells him that, oh, it's horrible, the monsters is doing some horrible things to us. Please save us. You know? Please save us, hero. But the hero just says, but the quest only asked me to save like 3 people. So he just leave him behind. Of course, I should preface by saying this, that well, this is a funny joke. They put they can it's I'm not sure saying that the NPC is a guy is going to make it better, but the NPC is a guy, and then he said that he's being raped every day. Like that's the whole joke. Like he's being, I mean, it's not the whole joke per se. It's like oversimplifying the joke. It's basically like, oh, I am horrible, the monster treating me badly, please rescue me. Then you basically just tell that NPC that, oh, the quest only requires me to save 3 of you, so bye. That kind of thing. And that offended a lot of people. Like perhaps saying rape is not really a good look. Like rape is not really something that you should joke around. That's what people are getting at. I do agree. I feel like it's not really an easy subject to talk about. I will probably just leave it more mildly. Like instead of using rape, probably you just say that, oh, I've been tortured by the monster every day, and then stuff like that. Then that will be enough. You know, I feel like that would be enough. But nope. The whole thing is very, very terrible. Like, I think that it ran into the internet for a very, very long time, and people are really, really mad, and it creates a lot of controversies. But yeah. I mean, sure, like, I do understand the stance of the artist. Like, he's saying that rape is not the joke. I understand that. Like, I can clearly understand that. Like, rape is not a joke. It's the quest structure he's trying to make a joke of. He's just thinking that whether what terrible things he can put in there, and that's the thing that he went with, and it's not exactly a great choice, to be perfectly honest. But I think that people overreact is one thing, and I feel like another thing is that the artist should have think of something other than that. Like, you know, it's not great when rape happens to anyone, on a guy, on a girl, doesn't matter. It's just terrible thing. It's even worse than, I feel like it's violence and more, you know? I mean, it's a form of violence, but it's a violence and more. Like, because we are a sentient being, like, this kind of thing would affect us the rest of our lives. You will see a lot of people a lot of survivors tells you that, you know, I feel like it's a very terrible thing. So probably they should do it differently. But the cat, like I said, the cat is out of the bag, and yeah, just have to deal with it. I mean, people are mad, but you still have to deal with it. Okay, that's just one item. Paul needs to care of that. Okay. Not expect that. Fine. To the west. Is it actually in the way of the quest? That's probably it. Further west. Oh, okay. It's probably on the cliff or something. Yep, saw it. It's the last one. So after I've done the main quest, I can fly in this place. Okay. I should probably just teleport back. The main question, but that was supply. I wonder if I will hit the roadblock though, because my bird is at level 84. So if the next quest needs me to be level 85, then I probably need to do some grinding. Like, because I've been giving the XP to Scholar, but it should be generous enough, I hope. I should prepare more. I should have like level up the other classes as well. Off screen, because I haven't been doing the roulettes for a long time. Can I teleport? No. Where's the teleporter? Oh, there we go. Only one teleporter sends you up, I guess. It'll be faster if I can fly, but we are getting there. Yeah, there's a cat here. Oh, really? They're fighting us? The heck? Yeah, well. Oh, growing layers.
はて、監視者の館に用があるのでは。
察しが悪いですわ。あなたを彼らから引き離す方便に決まっているでしょう。今のうちに地上に戻って人を連れてくる段取りを進めてくださいませ。
そういうことでしたら申し訳ありません。私は地上へは戻らない。
どうして？本当に急がないとダメなんだ。週末が始まったらみんながひどい目に遭っちゃうよ。
あなた方は本当に私たちのことを大切に思ってくれているのですね。大丈夫。彼らも私も怒りません。そんなこと到底できるわけがない。何千年もかけて月を開拓するのは使命だとしても決して楽なことではなかったでしょう。それでもあなた方はやり遂げ、そしてその名前を選んでくださった。
名前？私たちの現代語での名前のことですの？
ええ、名前とは己を表す。私たちが親しみやすいようにと今の名前を選んでくれたあなた方のこと。アーテリスの住民を心から思い案じてくださっているのは、
ああ、そうだそうだとも。俺たちはハイデリン様のあの星に暮らす命への思いから作られた。大好きなんだ。あの青い星はどんな星よりキラキラして見える。月を開拓しながら僕ら自身の気持ちも、僕らはあの青い星にいる身
だからどうかお願いです。週末から逃げて月に来てくださいませ。間違ってたのならいくらでも直しますから。
間違っていたのではありません。ただ知らなかったというだけのこと。例えばシンギングウェイ、あなたの名前の由来となった言葉は単に節をつけて声を出すということではありません。地上には数えきれないほどの歌。マッピングウェイ、あなたの名前になった言葉はあの広大、アーテリスには高い山があり広い海があり、あなたは、失礼、まだお名前を伺っていませんでしたね。
プディングウェイ。
Pudding way. Okay. He caught a
それ
ranger
を
off guard.
言葉で説明するよりも作って差し上げられればいいのですが、ピクシー族に習った魔法が使えるかもしれません。後で試してみるといたしましょう。
She just like pudding. That's why her name is Pudding Way.
そして
That's all.
リビングウェイ、あなたの名前の意味ですが、そうですね、私がまだ子供だった頃、読書を邪魔してくる幼
The name.
彼
Yeah,
女
they
は
um
うんと悩んだ後にこう言っ
because
た。
It's so awkward having to phrase this. Yeah. It's so hard for Ranger to even find the meaning for that word. But they're named that way because their original name is very, very hard to pronounce in normal tongue. So that's why they only name themselves that, like based on the words they find from the books that they find about us. So basically, they just name themselves very, very simple words, like whatever way, to represent what they do. It's a very simple system for them because they don't really have a need for them for that name because they
まだ
live to
読め
serve.
ていない
That's why
本
they
の
are
続き
kind
に
of freak out right
期
now.
待すること今日の嫌な失敗が明日には塗り替えられるよ今話している誰かとまた話せたらいいなと思うこと
All these flowery words doesn't
わかり
really,
ませんわ。
yeah.
私もまだ学んでいる途中です。これを
It's more like oh, holy crap! I do not know how to how to think about Pudding Way. His face is more like in disbelief that he's the girl.
インクです。
The
アー
rabbit's
テリ
name
ス
is
と同じ
Pudding Way.
青色の急ごしらえですが出来には少しばかり自信私が嘘で先導せずとも人はどうかそれを待ってはいただけないでしょうか人を
Don't
知っ
have
て
to
いくう
respond
ち
to
に
anything. Respond. Yeah.
付き合い方や月の変えるべきところが見えてくるかもしれない何より
Ranger
わかりました。ぜひ
act like
お願いいたします
those
わ。
lecturer or those teachers where sure he might have the knowledge and everything, but he's the one that I will ignore most of the time. Like he's kind of boring, and he's speaking nonsense as well. All these flowery words.
お
It,
聞き
it,
の
it
通
basically
りで
means
す
nothing.
私はここに残りレポリットと共に月を整えます
In the seven light team. Oh, okay. Well, one of my friends,
あなたは
because
ま
of
さ
this
か
new look,
リンを見捨
she's
てるよう
over
な
him,
選択
but I
は
feel
し
like
ないで
he's
しょ
still
う
annoying. Like every word that he uses, everything that he comes out from his mouth is pretty annoying. Like he only had briefly a very, very human moment just now, but right now he's back to this like douchebag mood. I don't know.
他の皆さんも同様ですきっと最後の瞬間まで星を捨てず共造世界を犠牲にしない方法を探すでしょ
Ignoring what he said.
うだからこそですいざという時を
わかった俺たちがしくじったらあの星の連中を必ずお前が救ってやってくれ
Oh, you like Tangri? Tangri is
その
pretty
よ
good.
う
Okay,
な時には
he's fine.
あなた方ごと引っ張り上げますので
Papa Bear.
ご容赦を
Yeah, he's and that whole part is kind of creepy to be honest. But of all the Skions, probably I feel like Yashitoa is still the best. She's logical, reasonable, and does not waste anyone's time. Like I like that in the character. Like I like that in the NPC. I hate when NPC like wastes your time.
勝手に焦ってしまってあなた方にも失礼を。
おあいこよ。こちらも強行手段に出てしまったし、グローウィングウェイたちに謝っておいてもらえると助かるわ。
承知いたしました。私たちはひとまず人について学びながら地上の皆様の決断をお待ちしますわ。それにあたって協力者のことをお伝えしようと思うのですが。
ああ、大丈夫よ。どうせシャーレアンの哲学者議会でしょ。
Yeah, it's very, very
ご
obvious.
存知でしたの？
状況から見てね。あなたたちの話していた協力者の行動に左門会にかけられてまでラビリンソスや禁書庫を調査しておいた甲斐があったわ。
If he fell for a ranger when he held like a princess. You don't know how he talks all the time. I don't know what dub you are in, but Japanese dub is pretty annoying. And even I think you switched to. I think that it's switching to English dub will be better. I'm not sure. But like I said, because Japanese dub has different meaning, and this game is made by Japanese, so usually I just leave it on in Japanese because I can understand it a little bit.
詳しい話は地上に戻ってからにしましょうか。
Only use English. He's the same way in Japanese. He's like using very, very difficult words and speaking like there's a lot of like the grammars and pronunciation that he used is very, very annoying to say the least. Right, now let's fly and unlock most of the place. Wait. Switch back to water. Like, all I can say is that Ranger, his choice of words usually is very, very annoying. Like, do you know people like that? Like, when they speak, that they do not want to say the exact word. They want to cover it with flowery words. Like, I don't know if you've met someone like that before, but it's pretty annoying, to say the least. Yeah, can you just go straight to the point? He's like using all this flowery and difficult words, but actually it's a very, very simple thing. That's how Ranger talks, and that's why I don't really like to listen to him when he talks. I quickly skip over when I skim through what he's about to say, because it's a very, very long-winded and meaningless talk, and he's kind of like wasting my time. But yeah, maybe Yashitoro likes that. I don't think so, because I think that is a smart thing to do, to not pair Yashitoro to someone, because they know that Yashitoro is basically the one that everyone likes. So it's not a great idea to pair her with anyone officially, you know? Because I feel like most players like Yashitoro, without question. Princess Hall. I don't really remember that part though. Perhaps I need to do a because this game have a New Game Plus. They have a New Game Plus system where you can experience the story all over again. Perhaps I would do that in my free time, not on stream though, because it's going to be a long progress. I don't want to play through 1 to level 90 again. Like, that's only for the fans that really like a new game. Like, you really like the story and everything. But that was pretty weird to focus on my face, but fine. Those bear counts, okay. Okay. It's pretty cool. See if this. I think that this will save a little bit of cost. Yep. How? Unexpected error again. Damn it! This is happening the second time. What happened? Maybe the update broke something. There's like a small update. Wait, is that a small update? I'm not sure, but there's an update that perhaps broke something. I never had this much trouble before. Is that the game's way to tell me to stop for tonight? it is kind of late, but I feel like I should at least progress to a certain part because I feel like I'm not progressing that much. In terms of story. Okay. Are they going to announce the final day?
ああ、皆の者、静粛に、静粛に。まずは急な招集に応じてくれたことに深く感謝しよう。今日これからする話はシャーレアンの今後、いや世界の今後にまつわる重大なもの。故にあえて古き議会の在り方にのっとり、できる限り全ての市民に集まってもらったのだ。近頃国外においてテロホロイと名乗る集団が騒ぎを起こしているのを耳にした。それ自体は人の世にありふれた騒乱に過ぎない。しかし彼らが終末という言葉を用いたことで哲学者議会は警戒。我々はかつて去るお方から予言を預かった。終末の最悪を招かんとする者、地に名を馳せしとき。
聞いたことのない予言だ。
不吉だわ。災いを暗示しているのかしら。
まあ待て、具体的に話したいところだが、そのためにはまず我々にかけられた魔法を解かねばならん。
我らのほどの葉を覆うものよ、消えたまえ。戒めは
Oh, again? Seriously? What the hell? It always crashes. God damn it. What happened? It was getting to the good part too. Like this only happens after the update. It's but after the update, I never actually have any problem. Like I was leveling my other classes, it works fine. I'm not sure why. Do I have to watch the whole thing again? Okay. Perhaps I can skip the first one. Just the first one. Let's hope that it doesn't skip too much. Ah, okay. Oh, what? What's going on? Do I have to reinstall the whole game? Just keep on crashing right now. I really want to get through this, but... Is there something wrong with it? With this part of the game, or... I don't think so, right? It should have been addressed. But I'm already starting having problems, like this instance. Skip the first part, like always. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Like, it's really annoying. I'm pretty sure this is not something I did. Like, I haven't changed anything.
ああ。まずは今日ゆえ
Skip all this, I already know this.
痴漢それ我々は終末
聞いたことのない予言だ。
不吉だわ。災いを暗示しているのかしら。
まあま
我らの
What? Okay, I do not know what happened. Like, I'm going to try one more time, and if it does that again, I would just call it a day. Like, today is cursed. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do with things like this. Like, I do not know what is happening right now. Like, is there something else I can do? It's just pretty annoying. No. But to get to that part, I have to... There's a few things that's unskippable. I can skip the whole cutscene, sure, but it's a very important scene. If I skip too much, I will not understand what just happened. It's the game itself. It is like it crashed. Like it crashed. Come up with the error. I didn't have time to. I don't like read it, but the game keep on crashing. Well, in cutscenes too. It only happens in cutscenes. I mean, it's not because of stream. Like I guess it's like.
あ
I want to think that it's not because of stream. Because in that case, then
ま今日
I cannot play story at
Really?
all on stream. It's a stupid thing because I've spent so much time
痴
on
漢
this already,
そ
and suddenly I cannot stream. It's like it's very annoying. Like it only happens today.
聞いたことのない予言だ。
不吉だわ。災いを暗示しているのかしら。
I'm left clicking
ま
as fast as I can. I hope that it doesn't crash on the exact same spot. Or at least just let me finish this. I mean, please.
我
I
これでようやく我々が
承知しました。遡ることおよそ270年前、それについては皆も知るところだろう。彼らは探索の最中で開口したのだ。星の医師ハイデリンに。ハイデリンは我らの祖先に先の予言を、月は巨大な船であると。そこに地上さながら箱舟によって大洪水による破滅を逃れた。
事実、月にはハイデリンの要する協力者がおり、我々もって予言を事実になりうるものだと確信した我らは、この国を発展させると同時に。
それを今明かしたということは、まさか。
月の協力者から時来たれりの信号があった。もはやいつ星よって我らはこれより本計画を主
I'm
導す
kind
る
of
の
afraid
は
that it will happen
平
again,
地
so
ドラ
I'm
バニアから
clicking
の
it
大
as soon
撤
as I
収で
know
も
what's
手腕
going
を
on.
振るった彼フルシュの死だ。
知恵ある者よ、賢き同胞よ、ゆえにこそ我らシャーレアンの断言しよう。我らの英知はそれを果た、皆が良き
Are you a
戦員と
shining
なり、
beacon?
ギ
You
リ
you
シ
don't
キ
really
ニュ
care
ークリ
about
フ
the
となるの
others.
だ。必ずやこの荒波を乗り越え、
Yep. It's another crash. Yeah, I guess that's all. That's all I can do today. Like the game just isn't cooperated. The game just is not cooperating. I cannot do this. Maybe one more try. Still no Elden Ring? Yeah. I won't play that for a while. So it's a cursed dream today. I don't know what I can do better. Like the game just crashed. This time without any error too. The game just closed. Okay. Now we are watching this cutscene for the 5th time. The last time it happens is I strongly suspect this because
まずは今日
there's some corrupted
ゆえ
file.
に
Perhaps it's the same thing here. I'm not sure. But
地下
let's hope
それ
that is not the case because I would like to watch this cutscene in its full. Like I don't want to skip it.
聞いたことのない予言だ。
不吉だわ。災いを暗示しているのかしら。
because this is the most important part, and then I'm stuck crashing. It's very, very annoying.
わ
しょさそれ彼らはいで月さ
じもっ月の協力者かよって本計画を主導する。
知恵ある者よ、故にこそ断言しよう。皆が良き戦
Okay. Seriously, this is very, very annoying. Like, what the heck is happening? Yep, I guess that's all for today then. Like, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. And perhaps... Yeah, I guess that I already know most of what's going on. So probably I just skip the cutscenes for now. At least progress parts past this part. It annoys me, but it has to be done. Seems to be like something that happens a lot. Power supply problem? It says it might be a power supply problem. What a weird thing to say, because if it's a power supply problem, it probably will crash my whole PC. I guess I just need to skip it. It's no big deal. I already know what's going to happen anyway, so just going to close it and see if it improves better. Like if it improves later on. I'll just have to skip it. Like, they're pretty much saying nothing much that we didn't already know. Anyway. It's such a... the annoying thing that is such an important cutscenes that I cannot watch at all. That really annoys me. Wow, that's pretty creepy. Definitely not Yashitola, right? But it seems like you can choose probably on this. Yeah, it seems like it's something that you can choose.
こんばんは。起きていてくれてよかったわ。とりあえずそのまま動かないでいてもらえて。問題はなさそうね。ほら、あなた第一世界で戦っていた時に大積杭が放出した光を溜め込んでいたでしょ。そういう前科があるからゾディアークを倒しても異変がなかったか改めて見ておこうと思ったのよ。リーンがいない以上気づいてあげられるのは私くらいでしょうしね。仕方のない状況だったとはいえ、あのゾディアークと真っ向勝負だなんて。その前は別人の体に入れられていたし、あなた何か物騒な呪いでもかけられているのではなくて。というのは冗談だとしても、第一世界でアーモロートを訪れた頃のあなたの魂は本当に亀裂だらけだったのよ。見せられるものなら戒めに見せてあげたいくらい。私はもう二度とあんな痛々しいもの見たくないわ。分かったら時には自分を大事になさいな。それから何かあったら相談すること、理解できて。なら私は退散するわ。シャーレアンの夜は冷えるから暖かくしてきちんとベッドに入って眠るのよ。アジントタ、良い夜を。
So, I feel like it's that particular part that's corrupted. Like, right now it plays voice cutscenes without problem. I highly suspect that something's wrong there. But, that is not the only cutscenes that are having issues. Right now I'm kind of worried. Like, back on the moon, I have issues like that too. Like the same error. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I just hope that is not something, it's not something that relates to my PC. Because I really don't want to spend money on that.
ここから見えていたあの不気味な塔、消えてくれて本当によく。
なんでも例のイルサバード派遣団が帝都で元凶を排除したらしい。
ありがたいわ。ラウバーン様たちが防備を固めてく。 でも派遣団といえば
ラウバーン様の説明によると、エオルゼや四国で分担して彼らの治療に当たるらしい。
Yep, still the same thing. So basically, this is all effed. I really don't know what to do now. But never mind. Perhaps I would just try to reinstall the game. Perhaps that will fix the issue, and or anything. I really don't know what to do right now. But restore game data. Perhaps I would just restart the whole thing to see what is going on, and then we'll continue this tomorrow. Like, this is pretty annoying. But yeah. I will see you guys when I see you guys then. It's disappointing because I kind of want to know more about this, but what to do. I'll see you guys. Toodles!